Hey everybody, it's Missy, and I'm very excited to be a guest at Spiegelmom Scraps for the Triple Blog Hop weekend starting today. And I am going to be taking part in the first 2 days. Today is Felties Friday, and if you're not familiar with what these are, they are these super adorable felt shapes that are sold in the Spiegelmom Scraps shop online. And they are super fun embellishments. And so I'm going to be creating a layout with some of those today. Now I'm going to be creating this layout from scratch. That's what I call it when I don't use a particular collection. I just start with white cardstock, and I'm going to make this bright and sunny and very, very colorful. And I'm going to use this picture of my daughter in the pool. So it's already got a lot of blue and some pinks in it. And I did some cutting on my Cameo. I've got some things already cut out that I just showed you there that are still on my cutting mat. And at this point, I was planning on coloring them before I took them off the mat, but I changed my mind here in just a second. I'm going to use some clear gesso on my white cardstock, and now that that's dry, I'm going to come in, and I wanted to create a nice big sunburst in my background. Every time I use a pool photo for a layout, I always tend to go towards yellows and pinks and blues and oranges, and I always want a sunshine somewhere on there. And so I used my old Heidi Swapp stencil and a yellow paint dabber and just sort of dabbed it over the stencil and smudged the paint on there. Now I've cut out this cut file, You Are My Sunshine, and that's going to be a big design element, and it's also going to serve as my title. And that is from the Silhouette store. I've had it for a very long time. And I'm going to wind up coloring that here in just a little bit. So I've got to have some blue in my background, of course. I've got the sun in the sky here, so I need to create the sky. And I'm going to use a couple of different Shimmers products. I've got Jenny Bee Blue and Snow Way Man. And I'm going to do my favorite technique, which is what I do all the time, and that's the packaging technique. And I'm just going to spray onto the plastic packaging and then turn it over and smush it down. And what winds up happening here is it kind of blends into the yellow paint. It doesn't make it green, but it kind of dulls the yellow. So I have to go back and kind of adjust the colors a little bit to make them brighter, because I wanted the yellow to be a lot brighter. But as I go, it works out okay. So I'm doing some splatters, and you know, like usual, when you do a mixed media layout like this, things get covered up. And like I showed you before, I'm going to be pulling that sunshine cut file and putting over sort of the center of that, just like that right there. I want the center of that little swirly sun part to kind of be in the middle of that sunburst. So I need to color this up different colors than I've already got. So I'm going to use some more of my Shimmers products. This is Sunset Strip and Pink Stilettos, pink and orange colors, and I'm just kind of spraying it, turning it over, and getting the excess paint onto it. I wanted it to be kind of orange and pink blended. And then my picture is going to go right there to the left once it's all said and done here. Now I'm going to try to go back over again with the yellow, and it took me a minute to get my stencil lined back up. I couldn't remember exactly how I had it. And I do apologize if my lighting keeps getting brighter and darker. When I filmed this, the tropical storm was coming through, and we had a lot of rain yesterday, and it was just very dark and rainy, and so the lighting kept changing whenever the rain would stop and then come back. And so I was trying to get this done, and I had to rely on my inside lamps a lot. So hopefully you'll be able to see it okay. So I decided now that I went back over with the yellow that I needed to boost the blues a little bit. So I came back in with a gelato, and then this is some more Shimmers, and I just sprayed some onto the packaging there, and that is Oh Say Can You See. I believe that's what that's called. And it's just a pretty green teal color, and I'm just kind of dabbing the water brush into it to kind of add to the blue gelato, just to give it a little bit different of shading here and there. And this really helps boost the blue a little bit, I think. Because really what I wanted to do was match up the color that's in the picture, and it's not perfectly matched up, but it works out okay. So I'm going to get this dry because it's got a lot of water on it. And once it dried, I took some time and went with my sewing machine and I stitched yellow all around each of those yellow sun rays. And that is a really cool way to sort of make your lines a little bit crisper, but also to add lots of texture and interest to your page. Okay, so I'm going to finish working on my sky here, I guess you could call it. And these are some cut files from the cut shop. And they're just cute little doodly clouds. And I'm going to leave those white. And so now I'm going to come in with the Felties. And these are super cute. They're called Cloudy Days Felties. And you're going to get 12 in this little package. And they're 3 different sizes. And they're just already cut for you. They're perfect for embellishing your page. And I love creating sunshines and skies and clouds and things like that. So these are perfect if you like to create little areas with clouds. Always make a cute little embellishment. So I'm going to work on getting everything arranged like I want it and work in those clouds. And I like how the Felties look against those cut files. So I've got some open clouds and then some solid clouds. And this felt gives some really, really good texture to your page. And I'm going to leave those white. You could probably paint these or color these if you wanted to. But since clouds are white and I've already got a lot of color and a lot of things going on, I'm just going to leave those white. So I've got all that glued down, and now I'm going to work on adding some more texture with some thread. I'm going to add some yellow under that spiral sun, just for a little extra boost of yellow under it, since technically I guess you could say that's the center of the sun. And I've got some pink and some aqua, just mainly the colors that are already in my layout to, you know, just enhance the colors and add a little bit of interest and texture, little pops of color. And I don't do a lot of layering behind my picture. I feel like the layout itself has gotten really busy really quickly with the cut files and the sun and the blue. So I do put a few things momentarily here underneath my picture, but just a little bit with all of this thread. So I feel like it's, you know, I've got a lot of chaos going on, but I still don't want the focus to be taken away from the picture. So I added a sheet of yellow. I can't even remember what collection it was. I pulled out a lot of summer things that I've had in my stash and I put it behind the picture. It's a yellow piece of pattern paper and then a colorful strip of a piece of pattern paper that I just tore and kind of stuck on the left side there. I'm coming in with some more Felties. This time I'm using heart Felties, and these are a really pretty sky blue color, and I'm going to add some of the hearts to some of the clouds. And now I'm coming in with some sequins. These are also from the Spiegelmom Scraps store, and these are the set called Let's Be Mermaids, and they are dark blue, a light sky blue, yellow, and pink. And you get some big ones and you get some small ones. And they are perfect. They match my colors great. So I stick some pink ones here and there, some blue ones on the blue parts, and some yellows on the yellow sun rays. And they just give this really cute interest and texture. And when they hit the light just right, they're sparkly and shiny. And they are just super cute. They're really, really a great way to add extra little details to your page. And I just like the way they look here, kind of sprinkled around the sky. So I decided I needed just a little more something on here, not too much. I didn't want to get too much more crazy here. So I grabbed some stickers from the Simple Stories Sunshine and Happiness collection, and I'm just going to add a couple things around the layout, but not too much more because I feel like I've already got a lot going on already. And so I'm just kind of playing around and seeing what goes where. I'm going to use that summer sticker just because it's small and it's not really going to overpower anything. I'm going to use this Brad, and it's another little sunshine kind of peeking from behind that cloud. And then I added a Good Times sticker up in the upper left corner area, and the background of that sticker is white, and so it just kind of looks like colorful letters right there, and it was a solid white space, so I could just stick that there, and it, you know, it's kind of subtle. It's not too much. I did pull out some enamel hearts from Bella Boulevard. Added one to the photo, one over to the right, and then a little one up in the top area above that little one of those clouds. That Puffy Fun sticker is from Freckled Fawn. I'm going to add another sticker over there to the right. Hello, I don't know my directions anymore. To the lower right, yes. And one of the last things I'm going to do is draw a couple lines and add a little bit of journaling. And, you know, this isn't a huge moment photo. It's just an everyday summer photo. If you know me, you know that we take a gazillion pool photos. And so I will never run out of pool photos. And so those are my favorite things to scrap. I just love these colors. I love making happy, sunny pages. And so hopefully you're not sick of pool pictures, because I probably will scrap them as long as I'm scrapbooking. The last thing I'm going to do is add some splatters in pink and yellow. And there's my final layout. I did add the date and another little sticker down there at the bottom, but I had a great time making this. These Felties and sequins are awesome. I highly recommend you check out Spiegelmom Scraps. I'm going to put all the links below, and make sure you check out the blog hop. Visit all the design team members' blogs. You're going to see lots of inspiration using Felties, sequins, all kinds of things from the shop. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Stay tuned for tomorrow, because I will have another one using more sequins. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.